For today's tasting, I have a bottle that may look familiar to you on first glance, Woodford Double Oaked. This is a beloved bourbon. It's great for beginners and as well as seasoned bourbon drinkers. And for good reason, it's a fantastic bottle. But this one is different. So first off, this is a single barrel. You don't always see Woodford Double Oaked single barrel, so it comes from one barrel. But it's even more unique because if you look at the label, it says it is barrel proof. And that is a very unusual finding to see a barrel-proof Woodford Double Oaked. So standard Woodford Double Oaked is 90.2 proof. This one comes in at 96.2 proof. So while I'm pouring this up, let me describe the process because you might, rightfully so, raise an eyebrow about 96.2 barrel proof. You know, there are certainly, those low barrel entry proof bourbons, but how come it's not, higher in proof? So the way that Woodford designates a barrel proof, and this is completely legal, this is completely within the rules, is that it's all based on the second barreling. So they take their Woodford Reserve in that first barrel, they then transfer it to a second barrel. Now, I don't know what happens between that first and second barrel. I don't know if it's proofed down or not. I can't get that information. But as far as the barrel proof is concerned, it doesn't matter technically because the barrel proof is always about how it comes out of the secondary barrel. So it's barreled in that second heavily charred toasted barrel. It's aged for a period of time, and when it's dumped, it is then not diluted. And that is the designation of barrel proof. Now, I know some people feel that that's maybe a little bit deceptive, but once you understand the process and you understand that it's completely within the rules, it's completely legal to call this barrel proof, you kind of get it. And it's sort of, I don't know. They probably didn't have to call it barrel proof to still make it unique. But again, I don't think it detracts from it, from anything. So let's get into the tasting. So one of the things about Woodford Double Oaked, and I have to say that probably other than maybe casually, sipping some bourbon, this was probably the first bottle when I tasted it, I thought to myself, wow, I really like this stuff. And I think it's the quintessential double oaked product. And, a lot of people, myself included, will get some of that toasted, marshmallow thing. This has a ton of chocolate on it. Now, it doesn't mean it's a Hershey bar, but you get that sort of rich, dark, sort of like a bittersweet, like a baking chocolate note. Very rich, a little bit of spice. It really has a beautiful nose. Now, I don't have it matched up against a standard issue, but from memory, this I think is even better. We got these rich, dark, intense aromas that I think smell terrific. There's absolutely, it's all a go. There's nothing offensive at all. So let's give it a taste. This is so freaking good. I think that extra 6 proof points give it so much more pop, tons of flavor, all of it good. Not so much a vanilla note on this one. Again, that sort of like baking chocolate thing. Some nice spice, a really nice long finish, very, very oily mouthfeel. Finish is still going on. It's oaky, but it's not kind of that bitter tannic oak. It is very sweet, a very, very rich mouthfeel. Still coats my mouth. Surprising too, because as much as, again, at 96.2 proof, and you can actually, I don't think you'll be able to see it there, but in the glass, some of these more oily, rich mouthfeel bourbons have like a sheen on the top of the glass, and this is one of them. So they really have preserved a lot of the oils, I think, from the barrel. Definitely that chocolate note. A little bit maybe of like a caramel apple thing. I think I gotta have a little more. How often do I go in for a second pour here, right? This is just super good. It's a touch dry on the finish, but in a good way. It's another one of those bourbons that has kind of like that waxy, kind of feel like, just put chapstick on. It's super good. Yeah, the chocolate note is just, it's fantastic. So this bottle, before I say that, I don't get a penny to do these reviews. Nobody pays me. I don't want a penny because I want to give you an independent assessment of these bottles. Now, this bottle comes from Preet Liquors, Preet Liquors. That's Preet. It's Preet Liquor, not with an S. PreetLiquor.com. They're in New Windsor, New York, about 45 minutes. The owner, Johnny, is a great guy. We are good friends. And a variety of social media influencers. The list is too long to list, but you guys know who you are. Did this pick. I actually missed out on this pick. It was the day before the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. I just flew in too late, so I'm kicking myself. But these guys picked a fantastic bottle. It retails for about, it retails for $90, $89.99. I give this my highest recommendation. And who's this for? I think it's whether you're just starting out on your bourbon journey or, like me, if you're a seasoned bourbon aficionado, you are not going to be disappointed with this one. I know they have 2 picks coming in. This is the first of 2. I don't know if there's going to be a difference in proof. This is barrel number 220, and again, 96.2 proof. So this Woodford Double Oak gets my highest recommendation. If you order 2 bottles, and again, I don't get a commission, I promise you. No commission, no kickback, no nothing. But I know that Johnny Preet has held it on his website. If you order 2 bottles, you can get free shipping, and I think he ships all over the country. So this is one that I think you ought to have in your collection. For yourself, for your experienced friends. It's funny, I'm getting a little bit of that apple note now, that kind of sit. Experienced friends, and also maybe for some of your friends who want to just kind of get into this. I think this is kind of an all-around crowd pleaser, really good, and it gets my highest and it gets my highest recommendations. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you like this kind of stuff, please make sure that you drop a comment, and please give me a follow too. It's how my channel grows, and it helps to give me more incentive to give you more great content. Thanks for watching.